Hey, there we go.
Yes. Hi, Nigel. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. I've heard wonderful things about you this morning.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
I
Well,
did an interview with Jasmine.
oh, okay. You spoke
She
with
was like,
Jasmine.
Nigel is the glue.
Oh, wow. Well, you know
Hello.
what? She's very kind. Hello, Donna.
Am I saying it correct, Briscoe?
Donna, you're still on mute.
Or she still on mute? Yeah,
Yeah,
she.
she's still, it looks like she's,
And
there we go.
I am.
Hey.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Yes.
Don't be trying to smile.
Hello, beautiful.
Bad deeds you done, and now you want to sit up smiling at folks. No, no. Not even bad. So I got to preview the movie. So
You
you
did?
know, I'm looking at everybody like. Let me tell you, Donna, I interviewed Jasmine this morning. I did Christian and Clifton Powell and David Banner, and
Okay.
it was like shout out to Nigel because you're the showrunner, correct? Nigel?
Yes, I am.
Okay, she's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
puts it all together and he does XYZ, ZYX. And I was like, okay. I said, Nigel must not be married. She said he's not. I said there's no way that he can concentrate good enough to run a family.
Yeah.
To run a
Hey.
Hey, Trey. I said Nigel cannot concentrate to run a family, run a household, and sit and meditate. All this conniving and
Oh my goodness.
craziness. If he had, like, you got to be like in a zone like this.
Well, yes, I am single and I do try to stay in the zone, but I got to tell you, I have a phenomenal crew around me. It is a team effort. It's a collaboration. So we all come together and we make it happen. We make magic happen. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
And I love the whole family atmosphere. Cast as a family back in the day, as I remember, I was born and raised in Los Angeles. And I remember like every Friday I would go to the set of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was like, instead of me going to the nightclub, hop over to Living Color because that was till 3:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And I would go during the week to Living Singles. But all the cast back family cast, like they rolled together, when they rolled out, they all rolled out. So you guys' show is the first Black series that I've seen that kind of moves, in that same behavior. I love it.
Yeah, we've because I wasn't in the first season.
Oh, you made up for it though. You didn't made up for it.
And when I came on, I was welcomed with open arms. I really was. I don't even know, to be perfectly honest, if I was coming on to be on as long as I have.
Right.
And,
that going on, right?
Yeah. And it just worked out that I guess they liked me, and I've been on ever since. And it really is a family. We have a ball on that show, and I am not exaggerating. We love each other very much.
It's so honest. It's so authentic, the acting. Because sometimes you see people get mad and you're like, she could have did a better get mad than that, but it's just the dramaticness of it all. Like, it can't get any more authentic. I love that.
This cast, they are prepared. They are present, man. They are just connected. They're in it. You just let the cameras roll and you get it.
And you know what though? But that has too, Nigel, a lot to do with the writing. Because the writing is so natural. And Nigel is so open to, if you go to him and say, look, can we make this line easier, a little simpler? So because sometimes Nigel will be writing and he comes up with these little fabulous lines, and it's like, yeah, we just showing that to me.
I tell Donna, I'm like, sometimes I get carried away. You know, I'm writing for you, I get carried away. But she knows exactly how to tweak a line. And also, you know, specific to Donna, I generally have a sense, she's nothing if not unpredictable, it's wholly in the moment. But I generally have a sense of how Donna might say something. She's got a musicality and a rhythm to her delivery. So I can usually lay that out on the page. But Donna knows how she should say this line. So if she's got a tweak, I'm like, yes, you're correct. Let's go with that.
It's not that it was not, maybe one time that I went to him and said, can we just tweak this line a little bit? Because he did, I felt like what he just said, he was writing for my rhythm, for Lady Bird's rhythm, because that's something within itself. You know, and he just knew how to work all of that, and it worked out great.
Now, Trey, we know you're not innocent over there, so
hey, what's up?
Act like you just all.
First of all, let me just say hi to everybody. Miss Donna,
welcome.
Nigel, Jonelle. I mean, I'm so honored to be on here with y'all. I'm so excited. I just was sitting here just soaking up all of the knowledge that Nigel and Miss Donna was speaking about. They like mentors to me, you know, and just being on set of this amazing show with them, Saints and Sinners, it's just been an amazing ride. This Friday, this Sunday, I know everybody is in for a real treat. Me and Donna's scenes, Lady Bird. This is Nigel, man. I kept coming to him on set, like the stuff that he wrote for us and the way Courtney Miller was directing. I mean, this thing is powerful. And I think, like Donna said, you know, just starting with the show being introduced in the finale in season 1 to see where we're at now with the movie and then season 5 coming. I'm very grateful and thankful to just be around a phenomenal and amazing cast and crew.
Now, do you remember the dinner they had at Sweet Lounge for the cast? Was that season 2 or season right after season 1?
Yeah, that was season 2, and that's when I had found out that they were actually going to be bringing me in the show as, you know, Vanessa Bell Calloway and Clifford Falsett.
He just finessed his little line. So
yep. I got in there real good, didn't I?
Like, you gotta stay. Now, was it you, Nigel? Like, I gotta write more. Like, this guy is like
right.
Well, you know, when you have the opportunity. Let me just back up to say, you know, I joined the show in season 3 as a writer. And so my knowledge of these characters was from watching them, you know, and I didn't really meet people in person until we were working together on set.
Wow.
So they were living in my heads, you know what I mean? Like my head as these characters, and they were all sort of independently my muses. Now with Trey, I just wanted to dig deeper into that character. I wanted to give him more. And I gotta say, whether it's the movie or season 5, get ready.
Right.
Get ready. He comes to play. He digs so deep this season. I'm so proud of him. It's so good.
Thank you.
So good.
I appreciate that. I appreciate
it. And Angela on the Have and Have-Nots look like a nice lady. Lady Bird is like Greenleaf, the Orange Dramatic series where it's the evil person. I think they need to have the evil awards. Add that category. Best female to play the evil character. They've got to add that to the festivals, okay? Because
said that very thing. She said, I want you to know I am such a fan of yours. You have got to be the most evil villain, female villain on TV I had ever seen. You play it so well. I was like, thank you.
It's so believable. When you were like, even when you try to be nice, I always fall for it. And I'm like, I gotta stop. I know it's a catch, but you do it so well. You're like, she's changing her ways. And then just like that, it's like, no, she's not.
Lady Bird is not taking any prisoners in the movie.
At all.
And in the season, though, I think you'll see a new side of Lady Bird? Because we have some new characters coming in this season, right, Nigel?
Absolutely.
And it's really going to be a big twist there for Lady Bird. And everybody's going to be going, what is happening right now? So yeah,
It's different to like, because even if you weren't like watching it from season 1, you can like right at the movie become an instant fan and go back and look. And this is one of those series that even when it's done, it's never going to be done. People will watch it. It's not aged, it's timeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and people are still discovering it, which is super exciting, you know?
Yeah.
You're still discovering it, Nigel. Seems like Nigel's in the lab, like, what can I do next?
Yeah.
Well, you know, like you said, the series itself is very sort of highly serialized, but with the movie, you know, there were certain intentions, like, you know, hey, it's a movie, so you want to take a big swing to warrant it being that movie, right? And then you also need to have sort of a self-contained arc with a beginning, a middle, and an end, so that people that haven't seen the show can come in and really enjoy it. And I gotta tell you, like, Leona offers that vehicle to create that sort of arc. And when you got Donna Briscoe, who is just so magnetic to watch on screen, you just want to write for her. You just want to like give her a showcase. You know what I mean? So it's great.
How hard was that pitch? How hard was the movie pitch? Because this is like not the usual that happens.
Well, you know, the network came to me saying that they wanted a movie. And so at that point, you know, a little inside secret, we'd already written season 5 and we're prepared to shoot that. So then it was like, okay, well, let me figure out like what can a movie be like that can exist in the world of Cyprus, which is heavily serialized, but also can exist in this sort of small window between season 4 and season 5. And I needed to look at all our sort of players on the chessboard and decide like who can we focus this around, but also not, you know, kind of mess with the story that we laid out in season 5. And thankfully, you know, I was really inspired by the character of Leona and by Donna Briscoe's performance, and went to the network with sort of an idea of how Leona might make the ultimate power grab, if you will. And they seemed to go for it.
It was a great movie. Now, Donna, how's it working with Vanessa Bell Calloway?
Oh, I love Vanessa. We just really clicked for some reason from when I first met her, that very first season I was there. Vanessa is the kind of actor, she knows exactly what it is she wants to do, exactly how her character would do something. And she would tell me, especially when I first came on board, she was like, girl, you know what you need to do. You just do your thing. And she had no qualms about telling me that. And we just, especially, so many secrets going to be told. Cannot wait.
Is that intimidating for you, Nigel, as a writer and a showrunner, to have a character like Vanessa is already her own character? Outside of the show, to me, she's like her own character, okay?
Right.
So, like, excuse me, Miss Calloway, do you think you could, you know, I mean, is that intimidating?
You know what? I won't say that it was intimidating. You know, obviously I have all the respect in the world for Vanessa Bell Calloway. She is a legend. But, you know, I really went into it as, you know, we're professionals and we're collaborators and let's make the best show possible. Vanessa is a leader and she is a force, you know what I mean? But she has phenomenal instincts and she's so present. She wants this show to be the best that it can be. And if you're coming from that place and I'm coming from that place, we're just gonna come together, you know? So it was a really, really positive experience working with her. And she is super collaborative, because she knows, as Donna said, what her character would do, how they would react, how they'd say it. And she'll tell you, and that collaboration makes the show better.
That's good. A lot of producers and directors and showrunners are so bent on, no, this is the way I see it, and I want that. And when you try to force something that's really not, you know, how you feel it. It's hard to deliver something if it really doesn't seem realistic.
Absolutely. No, look,
that's
Vanessa, Donna, they're the ones that have to sell it. They're the ones that have to be in the moment and be truthful in that moment. If they don't believe it, they don't buy it, they can't sell it. So it's my job to figure out a way to make you believe it so that you can sell it. I want to help you do your job. You want to help me do my job. We're good.
Right.
That's where that was open for us to be able to go to Nigel and say, can we change this? Or if we had a question, he was so open to anything we needed to ask.
Right.
And I think too, why the show seems so realistic and that it just flows so well. And the writing in it is so natural because we were able to all go, well, look. And because there were a couple of scenes timing wise, we were like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't jive. So we all sat there trying to figure out, so how old is she here? And trying to figure that out. And it was a collaborative thing with all of us.
You're going to be a showrunner yourself by the time this is all over with. I love it. I'm excited. Right. So are you guys working on outside projects, or do you even have the time? Because there's COVID. How is it different, you guys filming since August, right?
Yes, we did start shooting in August. Mm-hmm.
And now we have the virus and the testing, and then the makeup artists are like right here, and you're kind of like, I know we all got tested, but how has that been for you, Donna? Has it been stressful?
Well, for some reason it hasn't, because we get tested so often that when you come on set, you kind of feel like, okay, I know yesterday, and all we can do is, because it really is an open set. It's not like Tyler said, where he locks you down in there. You go home, and all you can do is hope that your fellow cast members keep you in mind. So when you go home, you stay home. And when they come back, they're going to be clean, they're going to be tested. And we had all this kind of stuff in place where if you didn't feel comfortable that somebody had to be this close to you, you could say, you know what, can we rework this? Because we aren't doing enough social distancing. I never felt, because there were a couple of scenes in the movie and in the series where Vanessa and I were like right there. I didn't think twice about it.
You was all caught up in the moment, honey. Evil Knievel over there.
Vanessa is with keeping safe and going home COVID free, and right. So we felt good about it.
That's good. At least she's not at the club the night before. Staying to the set, and you're like, girl. Like, can I just send my lines in and you guys kind of improvise and figure it out? Like, no, that's wonderful. I'm excited. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Can't wait to get this video up. I'm gonna get it up on Rolling Out. Probably the producer's channel, and Spotify, iTunes, iHeart, Apple Podcasts. I'll do the audio, and then I'll have the video, because I'm just spreading everything all around, because people want to go back and hear what you guys had to say, how you are as individuals, you know what I mean? So we're going to make this red carpet virtual. So nobody feels like they didn't get the word out, okay?
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Very much appreciate you and the support for the show and for the movie.
And I cannot wait for season 5. April, it seems like so far away now. I'm like, April 11th.
Hey,
but I can watch this movie over and over. And you know what? Last thing I was saying, this is the kind of series where you can't be texting on your phone and doing anything. You got to be like this, because you miss that, so much by turning away. Because I was looking at that body language and I was like, okay, now Christian and Dr. Christie. I felt the chemistry.
Uh-huh.
And I was
Great
like,
chemistry.
and then everybody was like, stutter, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm acting, but that's some good acting. Like I told Tupac back in the day, that's some real good acting, buddy. I don't know. He was like, what? No. I was like, okay, but that's wonderful. That is so wonderful. I love it. I am so excited, and I found myself going back to season 4, looking at a few things so I can piece stuff together. Like, did I miss that?
Yeah, there are a lot of pieces of the puzzle. Don't blink. You know what I mean? Watch the show. Pay attention.
Yes. So shout out to you, Nigel, for being the glue and taking it inside. He's happy. He's smiling during COVID. You guys look amazing. Donna, you are glowing. And right now it's so much sorrow and stress in the world. At least you guys can have a safe workspace where you can go and get a little sigh of relief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's truly blessed.
Right, too, because we would get on set and genuinely be happy to see each other.
Right. Really. I love it. Thank you guys so much for your time, and you have a wonderful day. And tomorrow it is it. Okay.
Tomorrow is Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Who will survive? All right. Have a good one.
Take care. Thank you.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Donna.
Thank you, everyone.